If you're buying your first home in Toronto, one small mistake often can turn into five-figure surprise. Buying your first home, it could be very stressful. In a lot of situations, it's the biggest investment of your life. Today, I will walk you through 7 mistakes I see all the time with first-time home buyers, and I'll tell you what to do instead to avoid them. Hello guys, my name is Hutan and I've helped hundreds of first-time home buyers find and buy their first home. In this video, I'll talk about Toronto specifically, but this applies everywhere in GTA and Ontario. Toronto has fast-moving listings, condos with ton of documents such as status certificates, and closing costs that could hit harder because you pay twice the land transfer tax. You need a plan and you need to plan accordingly. Here are the 7 mistakes that I see first-time homebuyers make, and after each one I'll tell you how to avoid them. Mistake number 1, shopping for a home before you are pre-approved. You start viewing homes based on what you feel or think you can qualify. Sometimes you rely on a quick online estimates and you say, okay, this is what I can afford. This could go wrong. Let's say you offer on something and then when the lender finishes the full review, the approved amount lands a lot lower or the payment lands higher than what you expected. Then you scramble for extra cash, and if you have some, then you stretch your budget and feel stressed every month. Rates still move and small rate change move your payment a lot. Rate Hub shows best high ratio rates around 3.85% for 5 years fixed, or right now we're looking at around like 4.25 for variable. Before you shop, get 3 numbers in writing from your broker or lender. Max purchase price, monthly payment at today's rate, and the cash needed on closing cost, closing time. Then pick a number based on that, and then you can work backwards. Mistake number 2 is saving for down payment only and ignoring closing cost cash requirement. If you're a first-time home buyer, technically you could buy with 5 or 10%. So you only save that much. You save 5 or 10% and you think you're ready. But on closing day, you need extra cash, land transfer tax, legal fees, title insurance, adjustments on property tax and maintenance, and moving costs. And often there are some immediate utility setup costs as well. First-time buyer offers qualify for rebates, yet the tax is still hard at Toronto prices. Ontario first-time land transfer tax refund goes up about $4,000, and for Toronto, the rebate is about $4,475. So what you need to do is make a closing cost buffer line in your saving plan. I like a simple rule. Have your down payment plus a separate closing bucket and do not mix them. Ask your lawyer for a draft statement of adjustment early so you stop guessing. Mistake number 3, falling for a cheap condo without checking the status certificate properly. You see a condo price lower than similar units, you think you found a deal of your life, you get emotional and don't want to lose a deal, and then you offer firm without the status certificate review. Then once you close, you notice the building has reserve fund problems, higher insurance costs, or sometimes upcoming repairs. Then you get a special assessment or maintenance fees jump. This happens more often than not, and that's why you need to make sure you get your lawyer to review the status certificate as part of your plan when you offer. Ask your lawyer to review and focus on 4 things: reserve fund balance and upcoming major projects, any lawsuits, and mention of special assessment, and insurance and deductible issues. If a unit looks cheap, assume there is something wrong with the building, so you gotta make sure you are protected and review the status carefully. Mistake number 4, treating condo fees as small, then becoming payment stress. As a first-time home buyer, some of your options are condos, especially in today's market. You can get some really good deals, but some people only look at the mortgage payments only. You ignore condo fees or you assume fees stay flat. Your monthly cost ends up higher than you expected and it'll stay high. To avoid the future stress, use an all-in monthly number before you offer. Mortgage payments plus condo fees plus property tax plus utilities. If you want a quick test, pick a monthly number you feel good about, then work backwards to a price range. Mistake number 5, waiving conditions without a backup plan. You see a nice property that you want to raise your family there and you get excited, and then you go in firm and waive financing or inspection because you fear losing the deal. Then appraisal comes in low, the lender reduces the mortgage amount and you need extra cash fast. Or you close on a home with hidden issues that could cost you thousands of dollars. In 2026 in Toronto, we are in a balanced market. Use conditions when you need them. If you choose to waive financing, do it only after your lender reviewed the property type, your documents, and your down payment source. If you choose to waive inspection, do at least a walkthrough with a contractor or inspector and budget for any future and upcoming repairs if required. Mistake number 6, using list price as your value anchor. You see a list price and you treat it like market value. In Toronto, list price is only marketing. Some homes list low to drive bidding crowd. Some list high and sit and expect you to negotiate down. If you anchor to list price only, you overpay or sometimes you miss good homes because you say, oh, I can't afford this. Instead, use recent comparable sales, not the list price. Look at the 3 comps sold in the last 30 to 60 days and with the same building or same pocket, similar size or layout. Then set your offer range from those comps, plus and minus for conditions, parking, views, and fees. Obviously, if you're working with an agent, you can ask him to do that for you. Mistake number 7, ignoring ongoing costs that rises in 2026. Your budget using last year's costs or you ignore future cost increases. What could go wrong? You close on a property, then your monthly costs rise and your budget feels tight. The City of Toronto's 2026 budget launch says that the combined residential property tax increase plus city's building fund levy equals about 2.2% increase, about $91 per year on average assessed Toronto home value that they reference. Also, Toronto land transfer tax rules for high value residential properties changed again effective April 1st, 2026 with higher brackets starting above $3 million. Most first-time home buyers do not buy in that bracket yet. This still matters because it affects move-up buyers and it affects market psychology at the top. What you can do instead, when you run your monthly numbers, add a buffer. Add a monthly cushion for property tax increase, insurance increase, and condo fees increase. If your budget only works with zero cushion, the purchase price is too high for you. Overall, with home ownership, additional cost comes up. You never know, even if the property is clean, you still need to budget for additional costs on a monthly basis or on a yearly basis. So just to recap, the 7 mistakes are shopping before a real approved number, down payment focus, and ignoring closing day cash requirement, buying a condo without serious status certificate review, underestimating condo fees in your monthly costs, waiving conditions without a plan, anchoring to the list price instead of the real comparables, and ignoring rising ongoing costs in 2026. If you're in the market for a home, get in touch with me and send me 3 things: your price range, with whatever you want to buy, condo or freehold, and your top 3 areas. And I'll tell you what your biggest risk in your situation is and what to watch out before you put your first offer.